In the heart of Umidag village, where the sun kissed the golden fields and the river sang melodies of old, lived a young woman named Adana. She was the only daughter of Chief Okafor, a wealthy merchant whose riches were known far and wide. But after his untimely death, Adana's world turned into a nightmare. Her stepmother, Madam Ijeoma, a woman with a heart as cold as the harmattan wind, wasted no time seizing her late husband's wealth. She adorned herself in expensive lace, bathed in oils from distant lands, and treated Adana as nothing more than a burden. "You are nothing but a useless girl," she often sneered. "If not for me, you would be begging on the streets." Adana endured the cruelty in silence, her only solace being the village river, where she would sit for hours, whispering her dreams to the flowing water. One fateful evening, a group of wealthy suitors gathered at Madam Ijeoma's compound, their gifts stacked high, bags of rice, kegs of palm oil, golden beads, and even a young cow. Each man hoped to marry Adana, not for love, but for her late father's name and the prestige that came with it. Madam Ijeoma beamed with pride, knowing she would soon sell Adana off to the highest bidder. But just as she was about to make her decision, a man walked into the compound, his presence silencing the crowd. He was tall, with deep brown skin that glowed under the setting sun. His clothes were simple, patched at the knees and elbows. He held no gift, only a wooden staff and a calm expression. "Who are you, and why do you disgrace my gathering with your ragged appearance?" Madam Ijeoma spat. "My name is Chijioke, and I have come to ask for Adana's hand in marriage," the man said firmly. The guest erupted into laughter. A poor farmer, coming to marry the same woman that wealthy men desired. It was absurd. "And what can you offer her, eh?" Madam Ijeoma mocked. "Do you think love will put food on the table? Do you think poetry will build a house?" But Chijioke did not flinch. Instead, he turned to Adana, his deep brown eyes locking onto hers. "I have nothing but my hands, my heart, and my promise that I will never let you go hungry." For the first time that evening, Adana smiled. There was something about Chijioke, something that whispered of hidden depths. Seeing her hesitation, Madam Ijeoma's face darkened. "If you choose this pauper, you will leave my house with nothing," she roared. Adana looked at the gold, the riches, the comfort of her father's house, then at Chijioke's outstretched hand. Without another word, she placed her palm in his. The crowd gasped. Madam Ijeoma was furious, but she could not take back her words. "Get out. And don't come crawling back when hunger teaches you a lesson." And so, Adana left behind wealth, comfort, and the only home she had ever known, choosing instead the unknown path of love. Life in Chijioke's small hut was harder than Adana had imagined. Gone were the days of fine silks and sweet-smelling oils. Now, she rose before the sun, fetching water, pounding yam, and toiling in the fields. One evening, she sat outside, staring at the sky with tired eyes. "Did I make a mistake?" she whispered. Chijioke sat beside her, a knowing smile on his lips. "The wind does not reveal all its secrets at once, my love. Be patient." But patience was running thin when famine struck the village. Crops failed, rivers dried, and even the wealthiest homes struggled. Madam Ijeoma, who once bathed in riches, found herself selling her jewelry just to buy food. One day, as Adana and Chijioke walked to the market, a commotion broke out. "Thieves! Thieves!" someone screamed. Adana turned and saw two young boys being beaten mercilessly. Without thinking, she rushed forward. "Stop! They are just children." A man turned to her, his eyes widening in recognition. "Is this not the chief's daughter who married the poor farmer?" Whispers spread like wildfire. "She is even thinner now. What a shame. She left wealth for suffering, and see how hunger has humbled her." Adana lowered her head, but Chijioke gently squeezed her hand. "They do not know what is coming." That night, heavy rains poured down on the village, soaking the land. In their small hut, Adana shivered, her thin wrapper doing little to keep out the cold. But just as she was about to drift into sleep, a deafening crack echoed through the air. The ground beneath their hut trembled. Chijo grabbed the lantern and led Adana outside. To her horror, the hut had begun to sink, no, not sink, but collapse into the earth. And beneath it, hidden from the world, was something unimaginable. A vast underground chamber, lined with gold, silver, and chest overflowing with jewels. Adana's breath caught in her throat. What is this? Chijok turned to her, his eyes filled with a secret long kept. My love. I am not just a poor farmer. I am the lost prince of the NRI kingdom, hidden away to escape those who wish to kill me. I chose this life to find someone who would love me for who I am, not for my wealth. Adana staggered backward. The man she had married, the man the village mocked, was a secret billionaire all along. But as the truth came to light, danger lurked in the shadows. For secrets this great never stay hidden for long.